Wala na po ng second half. Magtapang nga pong bumalik sa ating laro ang Alaska matapos sagasaan ang gusto sa first half, and Tony De La Cruz scores the first basket of the third quarter.
Well, huwag natin kakalimutan itong against San Miguel Beerman, itong Alaska has scored 30 points in the third quarter and another 30 or 28 in the fourth. So they had a strong second half. We're looking forward to having for Alaska to have a strong second half para gumanda-ganda naman ang output ng dalawang koponan natin.
Actually, the Aces certainly have the firepower to overcome a deficit this year. Kaya lang ang ganda rin ng depensa na pinapakita ng Coca-Cola ngayong hapon. And Tigers begin the third quarter with Miranda, Alipi, Sean Arrigo, Rafi Reavis, and Will Antonio. Here's Arrigo. He fires and he won't score. Rebound para kay Velasco. And Cortez back pass para kay Aliado. Sumobra.
And I'm just glancing over the coaching staff. Talagang they're just in dismay with what's happening in their team. Of course, matayo pa itong laban na ito.
Mapipigilan itong si Ali Peak. He is just unstoppable. Already with 19 points. He is now 9 out of 9 from the field. And he is closing in on the PBA's all-time best 100% field goal performances. Wow, grabe kasi 9 out of 9 na siya. Yung second all-time best, 10 out of 10. Si Ricky Kalimag yan, ng Santa Lucia.
Last conference
Nung last conference lang to. Yung all-time talaga, 11 out of 11, it's Ali Peak.
Sanay na pala ito sa ganitong klaseng performance.
Pero matagal na yan, 2001. Bahagi pa siya ng Alaska noon. Here's Cortez who goes to Carriazo. Yes, sir! Long two-pointer para kay Carriazo. And Alaska trying to make headway here in the early moments of the third period.
Only 4 points for Jeffrey Carriazo for Alaska to come back. You need more of those coming from the Jet.
Offensive rebound para kay Reavis. There's Arrigo. Scanning the floor. Oh, nice pass para kay Ali Peak. That was a precise bounce pass for Peak. At si Peak, 10 out of 10 na po.
So here we go again. Great pass as you mentioned by John Arrigo to Ali Peak. Again, siguradong pinag-usapan ito si Ali Peak in the dugout by the Alaska team. But still, he's dominating here in the third quarter after scoring 17 points and not missing in the first half. 5 points, 2 out of 2 in the second half. So, nothing's new.
Grabe, 22 points for Ali Peak. And more importantly, hindi pa po siya nagmimintis. 10 out of 10.
Pag ganun, Miko, baka ayaw mo nang tumira, no? Ganda na ng record, eh.
Tapos yung tira ni Velasco. Here's Miranda scampering down court. As De La Cruz throws the ball over to the wrong man. Will Antonio with a team and press at inside ng bagong tira. Power to the people. And the Tigers are picking up from where they left off. Ganun pa rin kainit. Baka mas mainit pa. As Antonio drills that TM3. And the Tigers continue to dominate the ball game. 55-26 here in the third quarter. The Tigers are devouring the Aces. Sa ngayon ay sibot na sibot. Wala pong tinira. It's all Coca-Cola here in the third quarter. Manitos to De La Cruz. De La Cruz nowhere to go. Toss to the basketball over to Velasco for 3. Yes, sir! TM3 sa inside yun ng bottom. Power to the people.
Third field goal of Alaska in the third quarter. Pero alam mo, Miko, in the first half alone, 9 field goals lang ang naipasok ng Alaska. Kaya they dug themselves in this hole. They're trying to get out of it.
You have to love the way Coca-Cola shared that basketball. Ayan, naka-TM3 sa sa inyo ng bagong TM Power to the People, si Will Antonio.
Third TM3 niyan para kay Will Antonio in the ballgame.
Sumagot naman si Carriazo with his own CM3 sa inyo ng bagong TM Power to the People. 7th point of the ballgame para kay Carriazo, but it's all Coca-Cola. Lamang po ang Tigers, 58-32. Rafi Reavis goes outside. Arrigo fakes. Arrigo over to Rafi Reavis and he slams it home.
Alam mo, yung Alaska pumapasok na yung mga tira nila dito sa second half, but they haven't stopped the surge of itong mga Coca-Cola Tigers. Rafi Reavis with the slam. Great pass again coming from John Arrigo.
We are at the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. Sunny toss with a miss. Bola napunta kay Miranda. Here's Arrigo. Coca-Cola on top, 60-32. Antonio. And a wild shot was sandwiched by the defense. Here's Cortez and there is a swipe attempt mula kay Arrigo.
That's a great foul by John Arrigo. Offense of the Alaska Aces.
At kanina may nakita tayong Yakult slam dunk mula kay Rafi Reavis off the nice setup job from John Arrigo. Brought to you by Yakult. Okay, kabatyan. As he swing back to live action, si Carriazo nakakuha ng layup. He has 9 points. Pero 26 puntos pa rin itong lamang ng Coca-Cola.
So they have to do it in both ends of the court. You know that Alaska has been already 5 field goals here in the third quarter, but they have to stop Coca-Cola in their half court.
The Tigers are sending a strong message here to everyone watching this game that they are a team to reckon with dito sa Philippine Cup. Bagamat meron pa tayong 7 minutong natitira dito sa third quarter. And well, yes, the basket counts according to referee Robert Dean.
Coach Tim Cole will accept any type of points here, as we see again. It's a blocks and foul continuation given to Mike Cortez.
Alaska will need every basket and every point if they wish to get back in this ball game. As Cortez completes a 3-point play, meron po siyang 11 points to lead all the way para sa Alaska. Miranda to Singson. Antonio will go to Reavis with 8 to shoot. Singson laban kay Carriazo. Singson double team. Inside the Reavis. Bola na punta kay Sunny Toss. Ito na si Cortez. Cortez on the move. Cortez over to De La Cruz. Money in the bank. No! Ito kadalasan pumapasok yun, but not that time. .20 remaining in the third period. Ali Peak has been Mr. Perfect. Oh, not tonight. Not today, rather.
That's the third personal foul. Sunny Toss, if I'm not mistaken, all committed against Ali Peak. Ito rin si Don Aliado, meron 3 personal fouls na rin. So they're really trying to share the defensive duties against Ali Peak. They're not doing a good job since Ali Peak is 22 points in the ballgame.
Time out muna tayo dito sa Big Dome. 6:16 to go in the third quarter. And it's all Coca-Cola. Back inside the Big Dome with a TM3. Hatid sa inyo ng bagong TM Power to the People. Tapok po si Will Antonio. And that's his specialty of the house. Sa katunayan, meron na siyang 3 TM3. Sa ating ballgame, he has 13 points today. And everybody on the Coca-Cola side contributing.
Oh, you know, it's still coming from Ali Peak, of course. To give more attention to the inside. the outside shots will fall in. Dapat, ano, because talaga lahat ng attention nasa loob yung mga outside shooters like Will Antonio will have all day long just shooting the 3-point shot. And buti na lang, nagre-respond itong si Will Antonio. Tatlo na nga ang kanyang TM dress, ano?
Si Cortez naman, pilit po niyang binubuhat itong Alaska with his 11 points. Velasco struggling today, coming off that 30-point ball game laban sa kanyang dating kupunan ng San Miguel. Si Ali Pic naman hindi pa po nag-limited. Perfect, 10 out of 10 from the field, and he has a total of 22.
So Ali Pic also played really well last game with 21 points.
Rebound para kay Velasco. Velasco now with 10 rebounds. As we hit the halfway mark of the third quarter, nabangga si Cortez, and he will go to the line.
Cortez trying to make something happen for the Alaska Aces on his own. Buti na lang. It's either his shots go in or he is sent to the free throw line. Denok Miranda having his hands full against this guy, the cool cat Mike Cortez.
And Cortez now with the room to really create and be aggressive offensively. No longer sharing the backcourt with the very talented Brandon Cablay. And that's what Alaska wants to see in Mike. That aggressiveness that he displayed, making him one of the most scintillating players in the UAAP. Ito na si Miranda. Miranda over to Ali Pic. Ali Pic still scores at wala pa rin siyang mintis ngayong gabi. 11 out of 11 from the field, and he has 24 points to lead all scorers.
And he just, well, we'll see it again in the replay. May konting swerte na rin ito because his shot, he gets fouled, and just a flip with his left hand gets it to go.
You know, for all the aspiring big men, lalo-lalo na yung mga batang sentro na nanonood, the secret to Ali Pic's game is his mastery of his jump hook. Kaya, pag malapit na siya dun sa ring, kabisado na niya ano yung tansya ng kanyang jump hook.
Oo. Ang isa pa, amigo, ano, yung pagpunta dun sa jump hook, the positioning that this guy can get underneath the basket.
As Mamaril misses, here's Carriazo. Carriazo nowhere to go, over to Cortez. Cortez against Singson. Little over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's Cortez. He really wants to take over, but he misses the layup. Singson to Miranda. Antonio to Mamaril. That was a good shot para kay Miranda, hindi lamang pumasok. Puntos pa rin ang hinahabol ng Alaska. Velasco to Cortez. 9 to shoot for the Aces. Cortez, pinasa sa loob kay Velasco. Basket won't count.
Holding foul on Ali Pic.
Second personal of Ali Pic. Of course, Mike Cortez had the right thing in mind. Bullet pass inside to Nick Velasco. We see a couple of sharp troopers for the Alaska Aces coming into the ball game.
Willie Wilson for Jeffy Carriazo.
Miranda magpapahinga din.
Oo, si Johnny Abarientos papasok.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Bahar calling the play for the embattled Aces. Bola babalik kay Bahar. Swings it over to Wilson. Wilson on the move. Wilson back to Bahar. Bahar slicing through. Yung kanyang pasa na tabik. Nakuha pa rin ni Wilson at naubos ang shot clock ng Alaska.
Good defense on the Coca-Cola Tigers. Dito na, nasa third quarter na tayo. Ganun pa rin ang kanilang defense. Constricting. And of course, in the faces of these Alaska players.
Will Antonio sits down. At si Rob Wainwright ay pumasok dito sa third quarter kung saan lamang po ng 25 ang Coca-Cola. Bola po na kay Singson. Singson on the move. Pasa kay Reavis. Reavis will take 2.
You know, one of the things Coach Binky Favis and the rest of the Coca-Cola Tigers did in their off-season, the very, very short off-season, was just concentrate on their half-court offense. Ano, nakakausap ko yung mga coaching staff, sabi nila kung ano yung, what was their gist, ano yung kanilang thrust in the off-season na sabi nila sa akin, yung half-court offense nila. Dahil okay naman daw sila sa defense, they're number 1, limiting 8 teams to 82 points per ball game, and looks like they've honed their offensive skills during the off-season.
Okay, meron tayong ulat mula kay Jason Webb.
Well, Miko, ngayon naman, ibahin naman natin. Change of pace muna yung report natin. Let's go to what happened yesterday to Vern Franco. You know, Vern Franco yesterday actually got married to Stella Marie Santos at the Coconut Palace. Nandun yung buong team at yung mga ninong niya. Ang pinili niya pang ninong, sila Bong Hawkins, sila Noli Locsin. So congratulations to Vern Franco.
Senator Freddy.
Pero okay rin si Jason Webb. Alam mo, hindi ko pa nagagawa yan yung pag-courtside ako, nakakapagbate. Dito lang tayo nakakapagbate. Kaya
Kasi ang alam ko, bawal din.
Kaya ako naman babate ako kay Isabelo Jojo Lastimosa. Birthday ni Coach Jolas today.
Aba, ganun ba?
Nagkalabasan na ng trivia. Si Johnny Avarientos pulls out.
Ako, hindi kailangan pala ang Alaska makabalik dito para maging masarap ang kainan sa party ni Jolas mamaya. In the meantime, here's Coke Nathan and he is held on to by Rob Wainwright.
Holding foul on Rob Wainwright. Substitution, Donaliano for Sonny Phillips.
Birds and Franco, congratulations. Tying the knot yesterday. Although the way, pero alam mo the way Alaska is playing, parang lahat sila galing sa honeymoon kagabi. Parang kulang sa sigla eh. In the meantime, Reavis with the rebound. Parang sumobra saya nila sa celebration kagabi. Here's Mamarin. Mamarin against Aliado. Turns around, sumobra, and the ball is with Willie Wilson. Wilson on the move. And the ball is tapped out by Dale Singshorn.
You know, it's not like they're not trying, you know, yung Alaska Aces, but after a 9 minutes, well, they put down the lead by only 2 points. Well, rather 4 points because they're up. Well, let me check my math. 5 points already because 24 points ang lamang ngayon ng Coca-Cola. Kanina at the half, 29 yan.
Would you care to borrow my scientific calculator? Here's Johnny A slowing things down as we near the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. 24 ang lamang ng Coca-Cola.
Holding foul on Donaliano. Penalty.
That's going to be number 4.
Donaliano's fourth personal foul. 30 seconds.
So 30-second timeout po ito para kay Tim Cone na sa ngayon ay naghahanap pa rin ng paraan para maibangon ang kanyang kupunan. Talagang tinapak-tapakan po ng Coca-Cola throughout the first 3 quarters of this ball game, which is quite an absurd sight dahil kung napanood niyo po yung Alaska laban sa San Miguel, they were so impressive. Here's our Centrum complete moment. And Nick Velasco getting or not getting enough vitamins and thus showing not enough life. Pero dito, he exemplifies the Centrum moment. Kaya kailangan complete, Centrum complete from A to Z. And I propose that we give Birds and Franco a lot of Centrum dahil sa po ay bagong kasal.
Wala ka bang words of wisdom para kay Franco coming into another, well, it's a different world when you get married, as we see, of course. Eto si Nick Velasco, 7 points tonight compared to his 30-point output nung kalaban yung San Miguel Beermen.
Well, you know what they say, for your first night, ang kailangan mo ay bitaminang pampalakas. The rest of the way, kailangan mo na ng papatagal ng sakit ng ulo. Yes.
And that is based on your experience.
Ay, hindi. Ako na. Ayan, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, smile while you can, Mr. Franco. I hope you know what you got yourself into.
Life is not a bed of roses every day.
Baka naman isipin ng mga na manonood kaya ano lang yan, nagbibiro lang.
Oo, napakasarap naman magpakasal.
Totoo. Mahabang ilong mo. Mr. Martin. Yes. Wilson, cross-court pass. Natapik palabas ni Reavis.
Substitution, Jeffrey Ariaso for
Kami lang naman nila natutuwa.
Oo.
Para kay Burnside.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Nalaman pa ni Jason yun. Bilib din ako dito kay Jason. Here's Velasco. On the move. Nasa kay Hugnatan. At naubusan na naman ang oras. Ang Alaska really is a testament to the defense of Coca-Cola that they have displayed throughout the game.
Consistency on the defensive side of scheme of things for Coach Binky Favis. We've been talking about Binky Favis and his style of play, and it's just complementing the game of the Tigers tonight.
Tigers all business. Total command of this ball game. Barrientos may tangan ng bola laban kay Bahar. Pinasa kay Singson to shoot. At naagaw ng Alaska. Here's Bahar, who will fail to field that pass. At indicative of the way this game has panned out for the Aces. Nothing going right para sa Alaska.
Renzi Bahar is looking already towards the goal before securing the ball on the outside, bago lumabas yung bola. Tama ka nga, ganun talaga. That's what's happening to Alaska this whole night, especially on the offensive side of things.
1 minute to go in the third quarter. At sabi ni Robert Ting, may offensive foul laban sa Coca-Cola.
Offensive foul on Rob Wainwright.
Second personal laban kay Wainwright. Sa unang pagkakataon, makikita po natin si Eddie Laure, dating taga Pure Foods. He replaces Reynel Hugnatan. Laure played 4 minutes in that win over San Miguel and finished with 1 rebound. He has the basketball right now. Laure, one-time NBA MVP for the Batangas Blades, coached by Nash Vasela, who is on the other side of the fence. And Binky Favis,
Jeffrey Ariaso.
Carriazo hits a jumper. He has 11 points. Marin. Here's Barrientos. Fall away!
Johnny Barrientos.
And we've seen that fall away jumper from Johnny a million times.
It seems like a million times. Of course, 13 years in the PBA. Nandun pa rin. Follow-away shot ni Johnny Barrientos.
Here's Carriazo with 5 seconds to shoot. Wala yung 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wainwright has to give up the basketball. Here's Barrientos at hindi na po siya makaharap ng paraan. To the fourth quarter of play, and if you're just joining us, huwag po kayong magulat sa ating score. It's all Coca-Cola. Lamang po ng 25 puntos. And Mamaril testing the defense of the newlywed Birdson Franco. Subukan ngayon natin ang lakas ng katawan ni Birdson, playing a day after his wedding. And here's Carriazo over to Laure. Laure on the move. Laure turns, blocked by Wainwright. And Reavis says enough is enough. At wala pa rin patawad sa mikrobyo itong Coca-Cola. They begin the fourth quarter with Morano, Arrigo, Wainwright, Reavis, and Mamaril. Reavis top of the key. To the right side, Wainwright. Wainwright bibigay kay Mamaril. Mamaril, where's he going? Binalik kay Wainwright with 4 to shoot. Wainwright fires and the rebound ends up with Hugnatan. Cortez bangs into Morano and it's a blocking foul.
Medyo nagmamadali na yung Alaska Aces because it's already the fourth quarter and they're still down by a big 25 points. Again, if there's a spark for the Alaska Aces, it's Mike Cortez who has already 12 points in the ball game and has been really aggressive when it comes to trying the fast break. Hindi lang sumusunod yung mga ibang kanyang teammates. That's why it's still a big lead by the Coca-Cola Tigers.
Meron tayong conference dito between referees Aldaba, Robert Ting, and Patrick Canizares. Pinag-usapan yata nila kung ano ba, active shooting ba
or side court throw-in lang. So bibigyan nila sila ni Tronje Aldaba ang itong si Mike Cortez ng 2 free throws.
2 free throws for Mike Cortez.
Mike Salonga Cortez back on the line. Visibly assuming a bigger role dito sa opensa ng Alaska. Lalo-lalo na ngayong gabi dahil wala kang gumagana sa kanilang mga pala. Here's that play.
Makikita natin yan. They were contesting if it's going to be a side court throw-in or a continuation from Mike Cortez. Mukhang binigyan ko ng continuation. 2 free throws from Mike Cortez. 14 points in the ballgame to lead all scorers for Alaska.
I tell you, Alaska will need all the lucky breaks they can get. Just like that one.
Hindi na nga humingi ng hindi na nga umangal si Coach Binky Favis, comfortably sitting on a 25 right now, 23-point lead.
Wainwright, bibigay Ali Peak. And bear in mind, si Ali Peak, wala pang mintis ngayong gabi. 11 out of 11. Arrigo fakes, Arrigo fires. Timbola, napunta kay Hugnatan. Quick ito Carriazo. Carriazo hindi na po magpapapigil. Carriazo all the way for two.
Deciding not to challenge etong si Jeffrey Carriazo. 13 points already for Jeffrey Carriazo. So dalawa na ang gumagawa para sa Alaska. Problema lang, will there be enough time? 10 minutes to go.
Here's Wainwright. The Peak. Laban kay Franco. Ali Peak. Fires. Aba! Hindi pa rin nagtitiis. He has 27 points. 12 out of 12 from the field. At kung hindi tayo nagkakamali, this is the PBA's all-time best team goal performance in the game.
But you know what? One more thing. He's zeroing in on his career high. Ali Peak has made 34 points before. And he is 12 out of 12 na. At ngayon 27 points, he is just 7 points away from his career high of 34. Hindi pa nagmimintis. Walang basurang ginawa ito si Ali Peak tonight.
Anaygit po. Here's Lauren. Birds on Franco. Blocked by Ali Peak. At natamaan pa si Arrigo.
Tapos yung tira ni Burns at Franco dahil nasa
napalpal lang.
great defense by Ali Peak on that last play.
And here's Burns and Franco trying to muscle up Ali Peak at the post. Ali Peak has yet to miss tonight as Morano misses the three-point attempt. Rebound para kay Laure. Malayo-layo pa ang hahabulin dito ng Alaska. Here's Hugnatan. It's one of his fortes. Yung mga tuhod sa ilalim. Ha?
Oh, it's the only first 2 points of Raynel Hugnatan, and I'm counting yung points off the bench. Bench points, 4 points pa lang para sa Alaska. 2 points from Hugnatan and 2 from Renzi Bahar.
Morano from the corner. Here's Cortez. Spins and misses. And here's Hugnatan and he will miss. Miranda on the move. Miranda pivots and he scores. Great move coming from the rookie. Derek Miranda, and Tim Cone is on the basketball court. Nasa basketball court po si Tim Cone. Naghahanap po. Nagre-reklamo. But the Tigers are busy dominating this ball game. Miranda and the Tigers devouring the Aces here in the fourth quarter. At nasa kalagitnaan po tayo ng isang 30-second timeout.
And you will see the disparity in the game of both teams. Na nakita natin dito sa Alaska, tatlong subok sa fast break. Walang pumapasok. Sa kabila naman, dire-diretso si Denok Miranda on a one-on-one situation against Eddie Laure. Easily scores.
In the meantime, let's check this Red Bull Energy play. Ali Peak, incredible performance tonight. 27 points, 12 out of 12 from the field. Wala pang mintis. Kahit si Don Aliado, hindi mapigilan yung kanyang dating kakampi. Red Bull ang bumangga. Iba. Ali Peak ang bumangga. Pipe.
Oh. Ngayong gabi.
Ngayong gabi, ngayong gabi.
Sigurado. At Pipe at 27 points. At
mukhang nabigyan ng technical foul ang birthday boy ng Alaska na si Jojo Lastimosa. Here's Jolas celebrating his birthday today. One of the all-time greats, not just for Alaska but in the PBA.
well, he was tagged a technical for continuous complaining. It's part frustration and part what they see, what's happening on the court with their team. Of course, hindi nakakalaro si Jola. Sanay na naglalaro yan si Jojo Lastimosa, and it's frustrating to see his players, as he is the assistant coach of Alaska, perform this way.
8.5 remaining in the ball game. Patuloy pa rin naghahabol ang Alaska. Cortez. Cortez really trying to do everything here for Alaska, trying to score and trying to set up his teammates.
Having foul on number 73.
This time, Hugnatan will get the chance to score.
Third personal.
Well, of course, the clock will stop. So, itong mga ganitong foul given by Coca-Cola will benefit the Alaska Aces, given that Hugnatan will make his 2 free throws.
Si Reynel Francis Hugnatan started his career with the Coca-Cola Tigers. And a former NBA Finals MVP with the Negros Latin. Those two gentlemen come in. Nick Velasco is back on the court. Pinilitan si Bernson Franco. And John Arrigo sits down, and Will Antonio is back in the game. So the former first-round pick cuts down Coca-Cola's lead to 22 points. Mamaril will replace Rafi Reavis. You know, I mentioned during one of the TV specials na pinalabas natin, no? We interviewed the coaches and the players, and I mentioned that Coca-Cola may not have the strongest front line dito sa Philippine Cup, as a backcourt violation is called against Coca-Cola. I'm going to take that back because of the way Ali Peak has played, the way the front line of Coca-Cola has defended against Velasco, against Aliado. I'm going to eat my words at lagyan ko pa ng asukal, ketchup at kamatis.
Well, talaga nakakatakot if that's the way they play night in and night out. And you're correct in saying that no one really seeded this Coca-Cola Tigers team. But right now, they're showing us that a lot of soothsayers, a lot of pundits may be wrong.
Morano holding on to the leather. Mamaril. Pini Mamaril, galaw, and here's Morano, laban kay Cortez. 5 to shoot. Morano fires, no go. And the ball ends up with Morano, pero naubos yung oras ng Coca-Cola dahil hindi po tumama sa ring yung tira ni Morano.
Timeout, Coca-Cola Tigers.
So timeout muna tayo dito sa fourth quarter. 20 puntos ang lamang ng Coca-Cola, 72-52. We'll be back with more action from the Big Dome after these messages. Back inside the Araneta Coliseum. Let's now look at our Revicon Forte Astig player of the game. And it's none other than Ali Peak, who has been a monster on the court. Our Astig Redicon player of the game sa 3 pesos and 90 centavos lang. May lakas kang di umaayaw kahit tapos na ang araw. Ali Peak, 29 minutes, 27 points, perfect from the field.
Okay, Ali Peak.
I know another person who can also use yung Redicon
From Alaska or
from Alaska. Si Jojo Lastimosa kasi pupuin niya mamaya dahil namang may market natin. So Ravis scores. Pati na rin siguro si Bergen Franco. Dahil pag bagong kasal, binibisita nyo lang ng mga kamag-anak.
Ang dami mo inaasikaso.
Oo, di ba? Bagong bahay. Kailangan mo energy. 7:07 to go in the ball game. Miranda with a leather. Miranda to Antonio. Antonio fakes, he fires, he scores!
Will Antonio.
15 points for Will Antonio, was played a superb supporting role to Ali Peak tonight.
And the lead for Coca-Cola is back to 20. At naago pa nila yung bola. We near the halfway mark of the payoff period. Dixon goes to Ali Peak na hindi pa po nagmimintis ngayong gabi. Nakikipagbanggaan kay Velasco. Nice pass para kay Mamaril.
Billy Amaril.
Cutting without the ball, ito si Billy Mamaril. You know, all eyes were on Ali Peak. Kaya naman kahit 6'6" at siguro 250 pounds ito si Billy Mamaril, he was able to sneak. Look at all the eyes are on Ali Peak, watching what he was gonna do when Billy Mamaril gets the ball, no dribble, goes strong for the basket and gets the foul.
Mamaril could not complete the three-point play. However, malayo pa itong kailangan habulin ng Alaska. At ang kanilang problema, nauubos na po ang oras dito sa ating ball game as De La Cruz fails to connect. Rebound para kay Ali Peak. This part of a magnificent ball game for Peak. Wala na kay Singson, pinasa kay Miranda. Singson gets the ball back. Singson will miss. And the rebound ends up with Velasco. De La Cruz spins, passes, Carriazos, misses. Bola na punta kay Antonio. Quickly to Miranda. 22 puntos pa rin ang hawak na lamang ng Coca-Cola Tigers, gunning for their second consecutive win dito sa Grand Matador Philippine Cup. Miranda spots up for 3. And si Velasco has collared 14 rebounds for the Aces. Just one of the minimal bright spots for Alaska, because they have been trampled upon by Coca-Cola in this game. Largely because of this large man, Ali Peak. Let's check out his TM3 at insa nyo ng bagong TM. Power to the people. Tapok po si Will Antonio. And, you know, Coca-Cola is connecting inside and outside. Kaya naman dominado nila ang laro sa puntong ito.
Si Alex Compton magpapakapayan kung natanggap sa, well, of course, everyone knows if you're a PBA fan, he has this pending application
Para makalaro.
Dito
Dito sa PBA. And you know him very, very well. Having played with him for a number of unforgettable years.
One of the best guys I know, actually. He's
Holding foul.
he's one of the best persons in puso ni Alex Compton.
Anyone who has learned and mastered the Filipino language the way he has, paano ka naman di sasaludo, ano? And we wish him all the best. Mabalay natin, ha? Malay natin, baka naman ay pagpalain si Alex at makakasali rin dito sa PBA. At here's Abarientos. Under 5 minutes to go in the payoff period. Here's Ali Peak. Nawala sa mga kamay niya ang bola. De La Cruz pinasa kay Cortez. Velasco misses. Velasco to Cortez.
Holding
It's going to be a foul on
Rafi
Jania
Reavis.
Barrientos, trying to sneak behind Jeffrey
Substitution,
Carriazo.
Rafi Reavis for Ali Peak.
And at the 4-minute and 32 mark in the fourth quarter, ilalabas muna to si Ali Peak. No need to keep him in the ball game, I guess, for Coach Binky Favis, as we see itong si John Arrigo also waiting in the wings.
4:20 to go in the ball game. 22 ang abante ng Coca-Cola. Here's Mamarin. Abarientos, fall away, no go. Napalakas, rebound para kay Carriazo, quickly to Cortez. It's Cortez against Singson, and the basket is good.
You know, usually you see Mike Cortez, he might pull back when he sees 3 white shirts, pero ang ganito sitwasyon, 4 minutes to go, down by 20. No holds barred from Mike Cortez. As you see again, what happened here, Jeffrey Carriazo with the outlet, and you see Cortez in front of, Dale Singson. And again, the body balance of Mike Cortez allowed him to finish that shot. 16 points and counting for the cool cat, Mike Cortez.
And the former top pick completes a 3-point play. Here's Reavis. Barrientos. Bitawan ng bola, tumira. Oh boy, it's that kind of a ball game para sa Coca-Cola. Halos lahat ng kanilang binitawan ay pumapasok.
Ba ito humahabol din ito si Jania Barrientos. I don't think he has missed tonight. 3 out of 3 for the flying A. And there's going to be a foul
Having foul on Rafi
on
Reavis.
number 4, Rafi Reavis.
His second. 5 on the Coca-Cola
Second
Tigers.
personal against Reavis, and the Tigers hit the limit. And on the line is
2
Jeffrey
free throws
Carriazo.
for Jeffrey Carriazo.
Carriazo actually was part of the last Coca-Cola team that won the championship. Bago siya lumipat dito sa Alaska, actually bumalik. Kasi sa Alaska naman talaga nagsimula. Ito si Carriazo kung saan naging Rookie of the Year.
And then I think he was shipped to Talk and Text mobile line for a while.
Oh, nagsabay sila doon ni Andy Sigo.
Oo.
Ayan, unang taon ng mobile line. Or at least that was a revitalized mobile line team.
As we see Billy Mamaril losing the ball to the end line, but you know, it really doesn't matter at this point. Alaska still staring at a 19-point lead. Time winding down, actually. 3 minutes and change.
Well, oras na lang ang binibilang dito ng Coca-Cola with only 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go. And it's not just a time element na kalaban dito ng Alaska. It's talaga no? Hirap na hirap sila. Tumuntos, there was a stretch back in second quarter na halos 8 minuto hindi sila makabuntos.
And they ended up with 22 points in 24 minutes. That's not really a good sign for the Alaska Aces. Of course, there are some days that might happen to a team, pero the thing here is they just gotta bounce back from that.
Here's Arrigo. Amaril gets the basketball. Swiped by Carriazo. Ball goes out. It will stay with Coca-Cola. And, you know, this is such a strong message to everyone watching this game. Ali Peak, patas lang dun sa buong front line ng Alaska. Ganun po kabigat yung nilaro ni Ali Peak ngayong gabi. And the Tigers really send a strong message tonight. Alaska, on the other hand, they'll be going back to the drawing board, wondering what happened here. We'll be back with more after this timeout. So ito, ganito kabigat yung nilaro ni Ali Peak. He has a total of 27 points. Perfect from the field, 12 out of 12. Patas lamang sa buong front line ng Alaska.
Alam mo, yung last shot nitong si Sonny Toss, that's the only 2 points in the paint for Alaska na naaalala ko versus ito si Ali Big. So not only did he do it on the offensive side, scoring 27 points, he was, well, instrumental in limiting the Alaska front line to only 27 points. At alam mo, Miko, you may say na baka sabihin ng ibang tao na walan ng oras itong Alaska, but I don't think even if we added another quarter the way Coca-Cola is playing tonight, parang hindi rin mag-iiba yung, well, maybe lumaki pa yung
Hindi mag-iba yung takbo ng
ganun talaga.
Substitution, Gerard Francisco for John Arena.
Anyway, unang laro lamang to ng ating doubleheader as you look at Gerard Francisco for the very first time tonight. Mamaya maghaharap ang San Miguel Beermen laban sa Red Bull Barajo. There is anticipation for that game. Dahil itong Red Bull will be parading a new player, the person of Rich Alvarez na dating naglaro para sa Alaska. The point of interest there is that Alvarez is joining former college teammates Larry Fonacer, Diego Villanueva, and Paulo Bugia sa lineup ng Red Bull. Of course, everyone saying kulang na lang dyan si Mr. L.A. Tenorio. I have a strong feeling when LA turns pro, he will end up with a team
Last 2 minutes.
that is in red.
Last 2 minutes.
Red ang uniforme. So
Red, white, and blue.
Red, white. So that can be Red Bull. Pwede rin Miguel.
Pwede rin Alaska.
Pwede rin. Kutob ko lang yun. Kutob. Here's Wainwright. Posting up Tony De La Cruz. At bola mapupunta sa Alaska.
One of the things you want to do in a big lead is get your second stringers sometime on the court. Gilbert Lau and of course Gerard Francisco rarely getting to play for the Tigers around the court right now.
Velasco, Drew Cortez. But perhaps if there's anything positive the Aces can get from this ball game, they certainly saw Mike Cortez proactive on the offensive end. And that's something they've been wanting Cortez to, well, assume that kind of attitude that he's very talented, offensively gifted, and he should use it.
And he used it tonight. He's got 17 points in the ball game, and of course wala nga lang ibang tumulong kay Mike Cortez rather than Jeffrey Carriazo. And the only two guys on double figures in points is si Cortez with 17, Carriazo with 15, and the next player is Nick Velasco with only 7 points in the ball game. So we are playing in the All-Filipino. Walang mga reinforcements to, kaya lahat ng mga locals kailangan mag-step up.
You talk about the difference between Alaska against San Miguel and Alaska tonight. Nick Velasco had 30 points against the Beardmen. He has 7 points. And then si Aliado had 20 points against San Miguel. And tonight he only has 6. Long night for Jeffrey Carriazo and company.
His first personal.
Bilis na pong nauubos ang oras.
Nick
Sa ball
Velasco
game.
for 3.
Velasco gets his second TM3. Sa sa inyo ng bagong TM, power to the people. He really did his part rebounding-wise. Sa 14 na rebounds. But Velasco could have really used his output on offense.
Johnny Abarrientos for
Barrientos
3.
gets a TM3 sa sa inyo ng bagong TM, power to the people. He has 9 points. 2 seconds to go. Carriazo scoots up for
Jeffrey
2.
Carriazo.
So Alaska will go 1-1. This will be their first loss. Ang Coca-Cola naman will remain undefeated. Binky Favis and the Tigers.